Okay guys, for this ride, we will be leaving Sturgis, South Dakota, traveling down through somewhere into Kansas to visit a friend of mine where we'd stay for a couple of 5 days or something, and then moving on to Rogers, Arkansas for the Bikes, Blues, and Barbecues rally. I believe it's a distance of 700 or 800 miles, but for today we would only be going to Ghost Hawk Park, so let's take a look at that map. Okay, for the first day, we kind of probably got a late start, I usually do. We would be leaving Sturgis, going down some of these roads, I forget which ones, and ultimately ending up here on the Rosebud Indian Reservation at Ghost Hawk Park, except for that it was closed. So we ended up at Ghost Hawk Lake. It's a distance of about close to 200 miles. This is Ghost Hawk Lake on the Rosebud Indian Res. And this is camp.
John. Pinch me.
Why?
Because I feel like I'm dreaming.
Why?
Because I got to ride to Sturgis and meet all you guys, Sid and Corey and you. Got to ride with you yesterday. I'm camping. I'm waiting to wake up because I know this isn't real. This is not my real life.
It feels pretty real to me today.
Well, yeah, the wind is howling out here.
We came up here to Ghost Hawk Lake. And then the question was, there's supposed to be, 40-mile-an-hour winds today?
Yes.
So there's heavy winds today, and so the decision was, do we wait it out? Hold on a sec. We got a hole here we got to cross. And we decided to stay here for a day. I had a video to work on. There would have been a bitch. 40-mile-an-hour winds are a motherfucker out on the plains. And you're scared of them.
Yeah, a little bit. It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. It is.
Blowing me into oncoming traffic because I have to put stuff back. Fading gas.
And then finding a place to camp out of the wind. That's my headache. Well, I usually do. Find an old building to get on the other side of or something. But what we're doing is, since we're sitting here, I'm going to go into town because we're out of water, and I'm going to get some stuff. And but first, we're going to take gas in this lake. So that's what we're doing right now, just getting rinsed off. So this is our lake. And over there, I'm told, is a sandy beach. I didn't look, but you did, right?
Yeah.
So let's go.
We gotta get in there.
After ladies first.
Ladies first.
Yeah. Cows in here, looks like. Pretty good. So I'm gonna use this. It's better than nothing, and it'll knock the grit and all that off. So I'm on it. That's what's happening. I'm camped on this road that leads to the ceremonial grounds that the Indians have up here. And I asked this old medicine man up here if I could stay here because this road comes down and then up with all these trees around me. It was much more out of the wind. Now yesterday the wind, well, I had decided to stay a night in Ghost Hawk Park, which turns out it's closed. They close it for the season. I didn't know that, on the Indian Res here. So we stayed at Ghost Hawk Lake. Well, the park is down in a hole where the wind ain't no problem, but the lake is not. And the wind was just howling out there, man. And then I find out it's going to blow all night long. It's supposed to stop in the morning, which it has. And I ain't going to get no sleep up there. Sand all through my tent. I came over here and asked this old medicine man if I could stay down here. And he said yes. And so Jeany stayed up there. She didn't want to pack her camp up. Takes her longer to pack. So I got to go up there and get her this morning. And this road coming down here is really sketchy. It's just a long road full of holes down a steep hill. She didn't want to ride it. So it's whatever. No big deal. So I got a good night's sleep. I don't have fucking wind blowing all that sand into the tent. But so traveling with her is a little interesting. here's a thing that I find interesting. She's been afraid of her bike. As she's gotten older, she's become more afraid. She used to travel on her bike a lot more. She's spent time taking off, but now she's got this fear that's overcome her. And so she wants to ride really slow. I'm not going to ride that slow. I've come down a little bit. I'm like, if you're coming with me, you're going to have to pick it up a little bit. She's afraid of the freeways. But what I find interesting is that she rode her ass out here anyway. For all that fear, she rode out from Arkansas to South Dakota, sleeping in parks along the way, a lot of city parks and stuff. So at some point I want to talk to her about that. But for right now, I'm going to pack up my camp here and go down. Well, this road, that hill just starts going up. In the camp, there's a guy, a white guy actually, who's staying up here. He's got like a trailer and a house and stuff he's building. That's the ceremonial grounds where they do things like, I'm assuming they do sundances or powwows. I don't know what they do, but here, I've never been here before. Right now, I'm packing up here, gonna go get her, and we're heading on out of here, going south at this point. The wind's gone. It's not hot out today. It's kind of cool, actually. Did you spend much time getting the sand out of your tent?
No, small tent. It's a coffin tent.
Yeah, but it's still a lot of sand, man.
There was a lot of sand in it.
Yeah.
I laid that blue mat on top. I was glad at like 11 when the wind slowed down.
Last night
But
it's...
I still slept good. It was a little hot until the wind died down. It got a little cooler during the night. I finally had to put a cover on. So at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, well, I didn't get that kind of wind over there. I got good gusts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slept well here. I like this place. On to the next.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have slept well here, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, I know.
I'm a prima donna. I like a good spot with a good night's sleep, man. Fucking wind keep me up all night. I've done it before. It's like all night long, man. She says it mellowed out at 11. Maybe it did. Well, let's get out of here. Get a guy talking with us at the gas station. I make videos.
Oh, okay.
Well, that gold wing come, what year was it?
75.
They didn't come with a fairing, did it?
No, sir.
They didn't have them when they came out.
They didn't have a fairing, and they were kind of, they beefed up the motor a little bit to get the people interested in them. Then they detuned them. They had to meet the American, standards and stuff. Whatever, you have the rules.
Yeah.
So they detuned them, but I got one new every year. I don't know how many years. I bought a new one. So I finally got the factory fairing, all the fancy stuff.
You know who invented all that fairing stuff?
I used to. It's been so long.
There was a company called Vetter.
Vetter, yes.
They used to make them, and you could put them on your bike, and then Honda and Harley and all these guys said, well, gee, we're just going to put them on our bikes and sell them that way. And Vetter went out of business. But,
Well, I think 76 or 77, Honda came out with the one, but before that, I think 76, or might have even been the 75. I did put a better on it. I went and had the speakers added to it. All
Right.
kinds of stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And my windshield, I love that.
So you got a Triumph Rocket now.
Yes, it's a 2013 Triumph Rocket 3, 140 horse.
I took one for a ride once. Just for a little ride, you know, just like a test ride or something. I don't remember. Somebody loaned it to me or something.
More power than I need.
Yeah.
Weekend shit. But
Influenza A.
yeah,
What's that?
oh, it's a flu, real bad flu. They tried to tell me I had COVID. I wouldn't take the shot. I said no, no way.
Yeah, me neither. I never took it. My mother was like, "Don't take that." I'm like, "Mom, what do you think I am? Stupid?"
She probably said yes.
No, she didn't. She knows better. I'm like, I don't trust the government.
No way.
I know. I ask people that. I'm like, do you trust the government? They're like, no. I'm like, well, why the hell would you do what they say?
Well, back when I worked at Kellogg's, they had health fairs and they would give free flu shots, just regular flu shots. So I took it first year. Like, oh, I got sick in the dog. My friend didn't take it. He never got sick. So the next year I didn't take it. Never got sick. I said, I'm done. Well, you guys enjoy your trip. I've got a job I got to go to. I got somebody waiting for me.
Yeah,
so
because you're retarded.
I know it. I'm retarded.
He's retired, but he still works.
Lay down.
I was a good biker as a kid. What kind of bikes were you riding back then? I had an Elsinore, remember those, of course, and I also had a Husqvarna in 1978. That was after they went to the long suspension. It was very different, but it was a lot better. The Elsinore, yeah, but didn't have the suspension the later ones did. So I'm talking to the neighborhood nut who's been living here all his life. It caused some trouble, too. But he missed that part. But I asked him if we could sleep here in like side of that building over there. And he says he got an old hotel across the road he never used. He said we can sleep in any one of these places. Yeah. What's the name of this town?
Went to school there. He was graduate.
They tried to throw him off his property, the government. Didn't work out.
People don't understand what's going on with conditions.
I do. I know what's going on.
It's way corrupt.
Beyond corrupt.
The judge up here, when they took me to court, I walked in the courtroom and I called her Judgy to the woman.
Yeah.
I said, Judgy, we ain't doing nothing to revisit those in here. I said, is this a constitutional court and are you constitutionally qualified to be a judge? No answer. So I asked her again, no answer. I told the court reporter, I said, sweetie pie, don't miss this one, okay? So the third time, Judge, it is a constitutional court, and are you constitutionally qualified to be a judge? Anyway, she wanted me to take the stand. I said, no, this ain't a legit court anyway, Judge, and you know it. She said, well, will you take the stand? I said, yeah, I will. Gets me up there, tell the truth, the whole truth, nobody's butt and all that.
Right.
And I pointed right at her. I said, now you take one, Judge, because I know you're a liar. Right to her face.
How'd that go over?
I prove she's a liar. She knows it. I don't have a lawyer. I go into that court like I smoking a cigar in the bar. They don't intimidate me, not one bit. It's not legit.
It's not legit.
It ain't.
I know. The whole government's that way. None of it legit anymore.
She tried.
They throwing their weight around like a bunch of rabble.
She told me.
You know what? I'll tell you something too. The Americans way too compliant. Too compliant. We need disobedience in a mass scale.
Here's my statement that I hold to it. Too many nice people. Nice don't work.
I'm gonna tell you what. It was outlaws that settled this country. It could have happened no other way, and it's going to be the conformists that lose it. You know what I mean? Everybody I just do what I'm told. I'm like, if we all don't do what we're told, Yeah, a lot of people don't. Not enough. We need more. There's too many compliant. Too much compliant. I don't say that anymore. Yeah. I'm gonna go check out your hotel.
You better check it out.
All right.
This is Scotty. Trying to get into our nice hotel here. Trying to get my soft panel over the curb. Will he make it?
All right.
Say hi to your fans.
Now let's look at our illustrious accommodations. Come on, after you, show us our accommodations in our hotel. I got us a hotel for the night. Of course, it was a cheap one.
Number 6.
We're number 6, yeah. The price was $0.00 All right, this is it. Look at that. This is gonna be my spot there. And we're gonna move this stuff over. This guy's a chronic rat packer. And we're just gonna make another spot there. And we're gonna sleep on the floors. Look at that, there's a mattress. Do we care? Probably not. So, of all the rooms here, this is the only decent one that's not completely packed with crap or has the roof falling in. The best one has the roof falling in. This one is our pad, man. I found 2 vacuum cleaners, but no broom. I bet you there's one here somewhere, though.
I thought this was, I saw the handle. I was like, damn, that's from. No.
So you're squeegeeing the floor.
Yeah.
Well, if it works. So it is. So this is gonna be it. We'll see how it is when we get it done. She wants to know if the toilet works. What do you think? You think it works or what?
No, but hey, just asking.
Uh-huh.
Usually most toilets flush at least once.
If there's water in them. You think you can shit in the wood better than Corey?
Corey doesn't like to shit in the woods.
I know, he goes into town. He's the only one.
But he had to after he
Yeah, because he ate something bad.
he ate at Pizza Hut. I'm telling you that not the Pizza Hut, pizza.
That made him sick.
Yeah, it made him have to shit, and it made me sick twice.
That never made me sick. Salad bar.
Right?
So,
No, but he ate a lot.
well, I've ate a lot there. So he didn't even make it into the woods.
No. And when they would ask you, hey Scotty, you want to come look?
I know, we'll go look at his
And
fucking
Scotty,
mess.
I guess there's a hole in the log, and he sat on the log.
Is that what he did?
Shit in the middle of it. I'm like, you want to
Yeah.
come see it? No.
Yeah. I never did look.
I don't want to come look because, you know.
These guys are all 6 fucking years old.
They're great though.
I took a nest, you don't want to see it? No.
Hey, this is my first time dumping in the woods. Come look.
I know, he's got to get up in the morning and go into town. That's why he goes to breakfast every day. So he can use the toilet. Because shitting in the woods hurts his pussy.
I don't know how you can wait. Like, okay, I gotta take a dump. Let me drive 6 miles into town, find a bathroom. No, my colon's not that.
Not going to last, huh?
Yeah, no. Sid said the same thing. He's like, I don't know how. He's like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. Number 2, let me drive to town first. But
Whatever.
he was pretty proud of himself that he shit outside.
Yeah, well, he didn't have no choice.
He did not have a choice that morning, but he's proud of himself. Hey, come look at my shit. I shit on the log.
I know, man. So, we're going to have room for a bed over there and room for one over here. Pretty good deal. So tell us, how did you like your accommodations?
10. On a scale from 1 to 10, 10.
I'd give it a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't have the wind blowing and the sand blowing in.
Yeah, we didn't have wind and sand, but We did have a few mosquitoes in here last night.
Oh yeah, we did.
I was smacking mosquitoes for a while. Fuckers. Yeah. So.
Oh, so we'll give it a 9 because of the mosquitoes.
So you like your hotel, huh?
I do. Thank you. Awesome.
The hotel room here. Yeah.
Great.
Well, let's take a look at this place, huh? He told me he bought this property for $80,000. I don't know if I mentioned this before. And he's never done anything with it except let his brother use a place in the back for welding or something. But he's obviously the rat packer from hell. He's got a lot of property. He's lived here his whole life in this area. He's in his 70s. Lives a mile from where he was born. So let's take a look, okay? We got, obviously, this hotel. Let's go around and look at the other rooms. Just full of stuff. That's it. Same with this one. No, this one we would have used. It was the least cleanest one, except for the leaky roof, which has made it moldy in here. So, obviously we weren't going to stay there. All the doors are open. Well, that one over there is broken. The knob's broken. Just another hotel room, huh? Let's go around this way. Okay. We have an old truck in here that looks like it burned at one point. Go in this garage. Yeah, it caught fire. You can see that. Now the floor in here, you gotta watch where you're walking. It's got soft spots. You'll go right through. Like here. Go right through that. Okay. Big old rock fireplace over there. He's never used this place for anything. You'd think there'd be more storage in here with all the junk. He's got other property too. Got us a kitchen here. The refrigerator is just full of water from the leak above it. Come into it and it's just filled up with old, moldy, musty water. So, this is it. There's a washing machine in here. And it's just like an abandoned place, but we got permission to stay here. There's no use looking at any more of it. You get the idea. So I'm going back out. But we're packing up to leave. We watched a movie, actually 2 last night. Well, short ones. And I drank, well, she bought me a Red Bull and I drank it too late yesterday. So I was up kind of late. So we're getting a late start, just moseying out of here. We got a couple 100 miles to our destination. I don't know that we'll make it today. If we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. There's a truck stop ahead. I want to try to get showers there. So we're packing up and leaving. I want to give you guys a little update on Jean's condition. She's still alive and still coherent for the most part. She has a very fast-acting type of cancer and it's taken her down quick, but I believe she will be able to see this video. It may be the last one. I wanted to get them out in time for her to see them. Now, I've noted that a lot of you guys are paying close attention to the elections lately. But I want to tell you something. Every organization can be infiltrated from the top. The mob, the Hells Angels, any of them. It's all happened. And that's really what you're looking at right now. These people actually that you're watching are all actors in a play. In fact, each one of them has to swear allegiance to a different country than ours to get into the office that they hold. Maybe you didn't know that. This is a TV show. Now, if you're looking for Donald to be the hero, well, I'm going to tell you something. He's just an actor. He doesn't even come up with his own stuff. That is figured for him elsewhere. What we want to hear, given to him, and he repeats it. So if you want to learn about these things, you will have to go and look on places that are not mainstream. Now, in case I ever get taken down, or even if I don't, you guys know that I have, everything I have is also on a couple of other channels. Here they are. And in those channels, in the Dropbox, I leave you links to other free speech channels. Really, there's 2 of them that have given me the best information. And this is one of the greatest resources, greatest assets that we have. More and more people are turning to this stuff all the time. And the guys who go over there, because it's free speech, really do actually have a clue of what's going on in the world these days, because what the mainstream's telling us isn't it. Anyways, I've left you a link to my book, Josie's Journey, down in the Dropbox. I hope you go look at the reviews.